The news rippled through the music world like a sudden chilling wind. Brian Wilson, the visionary who shaped the Beach Boys' shimmering soundscapes, had died at 82. His family spoke softly, asking for privacy, offering no details. What followed was a fog of grief and unanswered questions, until his daughter, Carney, revealed the sorrowful truth. Brian had spent his last year drifting in a haze of total memory loss after the passing of his wife, Melinda Ledbetter, the woman who had steadied him for decades. Confined to a wheelchair, watched over by guardians, he spent his final months in dim quiet, barely able to recognize the people whose lives he had changed. From the beginning, Brian's world was built on contradiction, light and shadow, harmony and hurt. Born in 1942 in Inglewood, California, he grew up under the stern hand of his father, Murray Wilson, a man whose perfectionism collided with cruelty. One violent moment left Brian deaf in one ear, but music became the place where pain dissolved. He taught himself chords, layered harmonies, and imagined worlds far gentler than the one he lived in. With his brothers and friends, he formed the Beach Boys, a group that would sing of sun-drenched beaches and carefree youth, while Brian himself wrestled with anxiety, shyness, and the relentless desire to create something pure. By his 20s, he was hailed as a wunderkind, crafting hits like Surfin' USA and Fun that defined the California dream. But in 1964, panic overtook him on tour, pushing him off the stage and into the studio where he dug deeper into sound than any pop musician had before. The result was Pet Sounds, an intimate orchestral masterpiece shaped by longing. Though its initial reception wounded him, its influence became immeasurable. Yet the pressure, the voices in his mind, and the fear of disappointing the world unraveled him. Smile, his boldest project, collapsed alongside his mental health. The 1970s saw Brian retreat into himself, bedridden, overeating, lost. The arrival of psychologist Eugene Landy seemed at first to offer salvation. Instead, Landy became a shadowy figure who took control of Brian's finances, career, and even his creative output. Only a court order in 1991 severed Landy's grasp, leaving Brian free but fragile, a man emerging from years of manipulation. Hope returned in the form of Melinda Ledbetter. Her presence brought equilibrium, even tenderness. With her support, Brian revisited Smile, completing it at last in 2004 to worldwide praise. He toured again. He laughed more. For 2 decades, he lived in a rhythm of music, family, and tentative peace. But Melinda's death in 2024 fractured that stability. Memory slipped away. Grief settled like fog. The man who once built cathedrals of sound moved gradually into silence. Yet Brian Wilson's legacy endures beyond the sorrow of his final years. Pet Sounds remains a touchstone of modern music, and songs like God Only Knows continue to ring with innocence, vulnerability, and truth. Carney Wilson's tribute said it best: her father turned pain into harmony. And now, at last, the music plays on without suffering, echoing, eternal.